Joe, you've been a good friend my whole life. When I became a police officer, is when I really got to know you, your family, your mom, dad. We were always close. 2 years ago, that you had said to me and Tanner that you would step aside to allow her to be the mayor and me to be the deputy mayor. And I was honored that you said that. And I was also honored to be able to, as you pointed out with Tanner, to be able to sit here and watch your father see you be sworn in as the mayor of the city of Garfield. It meant a lot to me to see that also. And I know what the health problems that he had, and it was amazing that he was able to be here for that. I also told you when we were running for election that many people always think that you always have to vote 3, 3, 3, 3. And I told you and Tanner, if you recall, that it's not always going to be like that with me, because I try to weigh everything out. I investigate. I don't make snap decisions, as Tom Dutch will tell you. And when I do make a decision, I always try to make it that it would be the best thing for the city of Garfield and its taxpayers. And you said to me, I'm glad you said that, because I won't always be there either. And I thought that would lead to a good working relationship. I really did, because we can't always be the same three all the time. We don't always think the same way on every single issue. And that's why there's 5 of us here. Today, I'm going to excuse myself from the vote, because I could never vote against you, Joe. My friendships are more important to me than politics or anything in my life. That's how I feel about you and your family. I know I'm a little emotional about it. I hope we'll be friends forever, but I must excuse myself today.
Councilmember Delaney.
When I spoke before about the form of government that we have, where only 4 times in the history of Garfield has there been #1 person mayor and #2 person deputy mayor. I believe that's what the people want. You know, that's how the people vote. That's how we as elected officials should stand by that. I had told Councilman Matty that I would be happy to share the deputy mayorship with him, as his mother shared it years ago with John Dutch, I believe. And our form of government calls for that, and it works out well. I feel with the relationships that I've established with our state officials, with our senators, with our assembly people, with our officials in D.C., with Senator Booker and Congressman Pasquale, I feel being deputy mayor will help me to continue with that relationships, and not for me, for the city of Garfield. This helps the city of Garfield when you have somebody with close relationships in the state government and in the federal government. That's why I would like to continue to serve as deputy mayor. That's why I feel it's important for me to serve as deputy mayor. I respect everybody's vote. Everybody's entitled to their own vote, and I always live by everybody's vote. I vote aye.
Okay, we have 2 ayes, 2 nays, 1 excuse. The resolution does not pass. The next resolution that we have reads as follows. Whereas the City Council of the City of Garfield wishes to elect a council member to act as deputy mayor of the city, and whereas the deputy mayor shall serve according to state law and city ordinance in the absence of the mayor, and whereas the City Council also wishes to establish a procedure for selection of a member of the council to serve in the event that neither the mayor nor the deputy mayor are present, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the City of Garfield, County of Bergen, and State of New Jersey as follows. 1, Glenn A. Matty be and is hereby elected deputy mayor of the City of Garfield. 2, in the event that both the mayor and the deputy mayor are absent from any meeting, the remaining 3 members of the council shall, at the beginning of said meeting, select a council person from among them to preside over that meeting. Be it further resolved that the city clerk be and he is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to all the members of the governing body, the city manager, and the city attorney. This resolution is signed by council members Matty, Aloia, Raymond, and Calandriello. On the roll call, council members Calandriello.
Glenn has been an outstanding council person as far as I'm concerned. He has shown independence. He has shown sound judgment. And many times we're in our back room discussing important issues. And many times Glenn would come to the table with reason. And it's because of that, I would support him as a deputy mayor. I vote aye.
Aloia.
Aye.
Raymond.
Aye.
Maddie.
Well, I made history tonight with Tanner Raymond because I'm probably the first person that voted against himself to be the mayor. But this time I'm going to vote aye.
Delaney.
Councilman Matt is absolutely correct when he says about our friendship. And it goes back many years, but this vote goes for what the people decided in the 2012 election. In the 2012 election, the people voted Mr. Matty number 5. It wasn't me. It was the people of Garfield. So for me to vote for Glenn Matty to be deputy mayor, I feel as if I'm going against the people of Garfield. You know, so, and with my understanding of the way this government works, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right to the people who voted in that election. So I have to excuse myself.
Okay, we have four ayes, 1 excused. Glenn Matty is elected deputy mayor of the city of Garfield.
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Glenn A.
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I
I, Glenn A.
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Deputy Mayor
of the office of deputy mayor
of the City of Garfield
of the city of Garfield,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
The public deserves an explanation as to my vote. And it's only my vote, no one else's. But over the years, I have witnessed Tanner Raymond criticize mayors and officials, attempting to hold them to the highest standard. And in my opinion, Ms. Raymond, as deputy mayor, has not held herself to those same standards. I have witnessed on this council over the past 2 years, Tanner, as deputy mayor, has not acted in the best interest of the citizens. Examples. We had to reimburse a building $3,300 without going for an appeal. We didn't file a tax appeal. It didn't go to the construction board of appeals. We as a council, for the first time ever, decided to vote to give $3,300. I was not in favor of that. In the beginning, we fired 2 capable attorneys. And I understand the politics of it, and I accept the politics of it. But to say we're going to save the city money when we're now paying more money than ever is not acceptable. It's not the truth to the public. There was an instance where I brought up an ABC matter. There was a ticket for candidacy for the Board of Education. They applied for a state permit to serve liquor. They were denied by the state to serve liquor. They served it anyway. I brought it to the council, and in the minutes, in our minutes, it's in the city minutes, she states that she did not order an investigation. Now, this is where the citizens need support. This is where the citizens need leadership. Instead, that same meeting, she turns to the chief to investigate my COs on my properties, which has no relevance. No relevance whatsoever, but the COs turned out to be in perfect order. Even this morning, and it infuriates me, I had a resident come up to me and say, why don't I support filming the meetings? I says, I do support it. I will support it in the future. She said, well, Ms. Raymond says you're against it, which I'm only one vote. So it's just, lies cannot be told about officials' records. And I just want the truth. Board of Education. There are matters in the past where budgets have been voted down, and in the past, Ms. Raymond has voted and participated. This is a clear conflict, and the conflict is within the person itself. It doesn't matter what's told to you or what someone says. If a conflict is clear, you have the obligation and responsibility to step aside. Even at the last meeting, she stayed in the room and she put a comment on record. So, I do have reason, but I vow to respect the office of mayor. I will give Tana the respect that she should get as the mayor, and I will work for anything to the best interest of the city of Garfield. And I have vowed that in the past, and I vow that in the future, and just also, Ms. Raymond, I was mayor with high vote, and you refused to vote for me back in 2000.
I'll answer that one under my comments.
So, anyway, congratulations. I wish you the best as the mayor, and thanks for listening. In the minutes, I can supply documents. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. First to Joe Delaney, congratulations on the 2 years well served for the city of Garfield, plus the many years prior to that. To you and your family, there's no question that this is probably the most difficult and the best job in the city. To our newly elected mayor, Tana Raymond, if anybody knows Tana, there's never anybody going to say a woman like Tana Raymond can't do the job. Because I've been on her end and her stick. I've been on her end and her stick for how many years prior to your election? Yeah, when I was the mayor. Trust me, she definitely fights her fight, and I congratulate you for what you've done and what you've accomplished. And soon what you're going to probably want us to do for the next 2 years. So that'll be an interesting time. With our newly elected deputy mayor, Glenn A, I congratulate you. I'm sure your mom is smiling in heaven, because I also sat on the council with his mom, and she was truly a lady with true opinions, so I definitely know what that's like. But without question, it's never the five of us, it's the all of you. And if we don't look at it from that point of view, then the five of us really don't count. So to the city of Garfield, I congratulate you for continuing to have the involvement that you do. Please come to as many meetings as you can. It does get lonely sometimes when it's just us and a couple of people that are here. So please stop in to all the meetings. It's worth it. Mayor, congratulations. Deputy Mayor, congratulations. Joe Delaney, congratulations on your 2 years.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. That's cool, isn't it, Madam Mayor? Come on out, Madam Mayor. To everyone who came here today, thank you. Everybody from the Board of Ed, I see Nick Perpato out there, and the entire Board of Ed family, Dr. Conti, Father Peter. I tell you that I was at the graduation last week, and we have so many wonderful kids in the city of Garfield, being taught by so many wonderful teachers, that I'm sure Tana isn't going to be the last woman mayor in the city of Garfield. We're going to have many more. It was an emotional, time before I gave the letter, but I have to thank everyone, especially my family. Politics is just part of my life. It's not my life. I always live I try to live by the 3 F's, which is family, faith, and friends. My family is the most important thing in my life. My faith, I have a trust in a higher power, who I choose to call God, that I always feel is going to steer me in the right direction. And so far, he has. And the friends are the people in this room. Everybody here, the people of Garfield. I remember growing up on MacArthur Ave, and I was the only Irishman in the Italian section over there. And it wasn't easy. Because I had people like the Contis coming down trying to kick my butt, and they never succeeded. All right? But I tell you what, I wouldn't trade a minute for it in the world. Being an Irishman growing up in an Italian neighborhood was great. As a matter of fact, many of my sisters married Italian people. I didn't get to marry no Italian girls because their fathers wouldn't let them marry them. But you know what? I lucked out because I married the best woman in the world. I love her. And my daughter, who couldn't be here today because she's working, gave me this tie to wear today. I wore this at her Sweet 16. And you're gonna have your hands full when she becomes,
Great.
yeah, she could be a good politician.
Great.
And to my son Joey, and my 3 stepchildren, they're the best. I'm a really lucky guy. Thank you so much. Congratulations, man.
I'd like to start by saying congratulations, Joe. You were a great mayor. It was an honor to vote for you as mayor. And again, I hope our friendship will remain intact for the rest of our lives. Because again, when we're not on the council, friendship is all that's important. Tana, I'm a student of history. It was my favorite subject in school, and I taught that to my son. And today, I feel like I'm actually part of history. It's an honor to be here, to see you sworn in as mayor. Excuse me. Like you said, not the first in a line of women that served on the council, but you were the first one to make it to the mayor's spot. Speaking from my mom, I know she'd be proud of you today. I thank my fellow council members for their support. Just to be nominated for mayor is an honor, believe me. I appreciate that. And I just thought it was, like I had told you, I thought it was Tana Raymond's time. And I've always lived my life with honor and integrity. And I told her I would support her 100%, and I kept my word. It's going to be an honor to serve with you, as it is with the rest of the council. I knew a lot about politics in Garfield, working for the police department for 34 years. I was a little cautious. People told me a lot of things when I was getting elected, and I have to be really honest with you. I couldn't be happier with the 5 of us, because, like Lewis has said to me many times, and Tana pointed out tonight, the great thing is we could disagree. We all have a point of view, but when we base our arguments on facts, it's a good argument. When we base our arguments on past emotions and things like that, it really doesn't serve the city of Garfield well. So whenever things got a little cantankerous, I always tried to be the voice of reason, to settle things down and just stick to what we were doing. And although we may not always agree on everything, I know that all 5 of us are doing what we feel is best for the citizens of this city. We were elected by different people, different groups, and all those people have faith in each one of us. The most important job for us is to sit here and do what's right for the citizens, not what's right for us. I could talk and talk and talk about a lot of things. I'm celebrating my 40th anniversary this week as a member of the Garfield Volunteer Fire Department, and it is something I'm so proud of, because they've always been like the family. And I see members of my police department here, my other family that I served for 34 years with, and I thank those guys also for their support through the years. To all of our members of our Board of Education and our school system, it's a pleasure to work with you people each day. After working with the police department, I got a different view now, working within the school system. It's a very difficult job our teachers have. It really is only with the support of your families that each student could succeed. Our teachers can do so much, but they're in the classroom part of the day. The parents have to pick up the slack when the kids get home. If you're going to be a successful kid, you need the support of everyone around you. I thank you guys for what you do every day. Thank you. All the members of our community, it's a pleasure that you all came out today to see this historic day for Miss Raymond, and I'm glad I'm part of it. And I know we'll all work together, because this is the type of people we are. We'll get past all of our little emotional things and things like that, and the next meeting we'll be back to business. So I wish you the best of luck as mayor. I know that you'll do a good job, and you'll have the citizens in mind. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it, and God bless all of you. Thank you.